Nothing like a little sunshine. Got sand on your feet and a big bass line.
Good morning, children. I'm going to show you something really exciting. Really exciting. Roy is sorting out fence posts. We're going to reuse some, and we're going to burn some. So we're going to pick... Oh my God, I'm joking. I'm not going to video that. Someone said to me the other day, oh, you're always... They were joking, by the way. They were joking. You're always going somewhere. Because I've been to Kilsey Show, and where else had I been? Oh, I tried to pull him. Well, that's because this is the level of video that I'm able to make for you on the farm. Talk about making a mess. I've actually got my eye on some of these. I want a dog training thing making out of proper fence posts this time, instead of just the sheep pens. So they have finished, fencing. Lovely, lovely. Anyway, all done, all gone. They've gone now. And we have nice fences. So these girls here, although they are not short of grass by any means, and the grass is actually, believe it or not, still growing because it is so wet and warm, I'm gonna let them through into there for some fresh shoots before it gets out of hand, because I don't want to be putting the sheep on with long grass because it gets in between the little hooves and makes them sore. Come on, girls. Hi, new calf. How are you? Sprightly. Come on, ladies. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Do 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 do. Told you it works. You will not believe me. The secret to moving cows. I'd move it, lambs. You're going to get stood on. Stampeded. Them sheep need to come in tomorrow. We need to separate the boys and the girls. The girls can go in the village and the boys can go down the back of the building. Right, the gate swings this way, girls. Excuse me. Come on, News. Take it wide. Go on, ladies. Oh, there's some big fat looking cows here. What was that limp about? Look at her now, she's fine. How strange. Come on, girls. Come on, bring him. Her even. Hello, Cody. Go. So these guys going in here means that these sheep are easier to fetch in. They're really hard work if you've got a field full of cows and sheep to fetch in, like either one or the other. So yeah, these girls being in here, I will shut the gate, not let any sheep through, and then they'll be really easy to bring in tomorrow. Come on, slow coach, keep up. Go on. That's it, they're all gone. Has anyone looked at the weather? I think we might be getting a bit of a second summer. Yes! Note to self, order new gate from Ralph's. Hi, boys. It's been a while, lads. How are you? Hello, you. Oh, go away, you lot. Oh my God, you disgusting. You disgusting with your green mouth. You're so gross. You're so gross. We're gonna get you a friend. We are. We're gonna get you a little friend. We are. Hey, good lad. Good lad. I don't know why you're foaming at the mouth. That's disgusting. So, in all seriousness, what we're looking for at this time of the year is anything with fly strike. So, the indications in a field would be agitation, like standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. Swishing their tails a lot. So if they're getting really annoyed and they're swishing their tail a lot and they're clearly, you know, really pissed off. They have a wet spot. Now, harder to spot on a dark one, I know. They have a wet looking spot on them. Imagine a damp patch. That's what I can describe it. That's another indication. A change in colour in a part of the fleece, also another indication. But by then they would be looking pretty agitated if that was happening, and you should be able to spot it pretty quickly. It's a really bad year for it. Bot flies. It's wet and warm. It just is. It's just a crap year for it, to be fair. A lot of problems all across social media and locally that people have been talking about as well. So yeah, it's just something we're really keeping an eye out. I'm gonna get them all in tomorrow and just have a proper go through of them. I want to separate the boys and the girls anyway. So these guys are mostly here now because even if they're fat enough to go, because we did dip them just to stop any spread of scab at all. We knew we needed to do it, and obviously in order to sell them we knew we needed to do it fast, so we did it then, and we can't sell, I don't think it's till the 16th of September, something like that. So there are actually lambs that are big enough to go in here, but obviously withdrawal periods, etc., we can't do that. Hi guys. So Roy is clearing off this bit here because we'll start tipping there over winter with this stuff. Obviously when the big sheds progress goes any further, we won't want to be tipping in there at all, and all this needs to be built up here to the level of this, and we'll move all of the boundaries to the field. So with regards to the shed, people have been asking, it's a very sensible video this, people have been asking why we didn't progress with the shed faster, because we very much could have done. We were involved in a lot of stewardship. All of that bottom yard, you know, where the muck sheds and the silage pit were, that did not look like that. I'll put a picture in of what it did look like. And also fencing, things like that, hedging, poles the walls, lots of walls. And the big one, we were waiting for the robotics grant. So if we didn't go into environmental stewardship, which is what the government and the general public want you to do, we could have paid for the robots outright and been absolutely fine and be set up and milking by now. But the government wants you to go down the environmental route, which is stopping basically any kind of pollutants from the farm going into rivers. Be that catching effluent off your silage, your muck, covering your muck sheds over, any kind of yard surface water runoff that comes off, roofing over handling systems, which we didn't get, but we have roofed over our handling system, things like that. All of this is to stop pollutants going into the rivers. If we hadn't have gone down that avenue and we'd have just stayed as we were without all these roofs, and we would have been able to pay for it. So yeah, that's why we haven't progressed with the shed quite as fast as what we would have liked to, but we had our eyes on other things. Obviously, you can't forget that the hedges and walls are all there to create habitats, and all of the set aside that we've done as well, which is part of the environmental stewardship scheme. So in exchange for all your capital works, you do things like you do set aside, which is land that is completely not used at all, and you leave it to go to scrub. That's surrounding watercourses. We've done that down there. We've double fenced it, we've hedged it, and nothing goes on there whatsoever. That's a large lump of land that we don't use anymore. And then possibly nearly 80 acres is put into a scheme where we only graze it for, or use it for 5 months of the year. Aviation updates somewhere. Oh no, they're ages away. They're ages away. That's not a good aviation update. That was a miracle that I got that. I'm hot. So Roy's gone to make a brew. I'm trying to wrangle the dogs not to chase anything. So look at this. This is all to be reused. And these are all second-hand posts that have stood the test of time as well. They've not rotted in the ground. They'll make good gapping posts and, like, honestly, there's nothing wrong with these at all, is there? That is great. You are not chasing planes. I'm sure that's a song. Missed it. Never go inside, ever. Even to put a t-shirt on. Because you miss aviation updates. So I am just taking some stuff into the handling system ready for tomorrow when we bring some sheep in. I am bringing some wormer. I just need to look. I brought it anyway, but I just need to look when the last time they were wormed was. I can't actually remember. And we've not a lot left of this. So this is the blue stuff. This is Crovect. And what this does is if they've got fly strike maggots, that treats. You spray it on it and all the maggots come out of the skin and die. The pour on, the click, which is pink, that doesn't treat, that just prevents. So that's a preventative and a treatment. That's just a preventative. So you kind of need both. The click has a lot longer of a withdrawal.
It's too hot.
So the withdrawal periods differ massively with Crovect and click. So click is 40 days. 40 days before you can send them. And Crovect is just, I think it is 8 days. It's nothing. It's a different thing altogether. Toby's been this morning. I should have videoed him really, but I didn't. The rams are off the trailer under here because every time they go up, you can't see where they're meant to be, but they're meant to be in here. Every time they go up, they squirt a little bit of oil out. Now, obviously, we knew this was bad and you don't want this happening, but the bill came and the back end oil's £4 a litre. And if you imagine every time we tip that, which is every other day, we're tipping it and it's squirting a bit out. So it finally kicked us up the bottom into doing something about it. So yeah, they've gone away to be sorted. To be fair, it was much needed though. So what we can do is we can put click on the girls and the boys. Anything they just have to have some Crovect because they'll be going obviously sooner than 40 days. So we're just at Rose Dad's. Just feeding up some animals here. It's really bright, I'm getting a headache. We're gonna maybe go and look at a tub this afternoon. Strangely, I had actually mentioned it this morning in the video and then didn't realise that Roy had arranged with someone to go and look at one. So we've upped the number of the sheep that we've got quite considerably, and we've never sold any of the girls that we have, so we're gonna obviously need a fresh tub to come on in and just give them a little bit of a help out, because obviously one of them dropped dead as well, didn't it? Summer's come back. What's going on? This is crazy. Me and Roy have come to look at a tub. We're just on our way to it. So we want something just to keep my husband's company, just to boost a little bit, because we're upping the numbers of sheep that we've got. And I don't think having 3 tubs is quite adequate anymore. Look at these giant chiviots. Oh my God, boys. They're going to Lockerbie to be sold. Hello. Oh. Oh. Hello. 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 Tub shopping is fun. Oh, it's lovely. Look, we're on our way back from buying a tub. Look what I found. Epic. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure someone had told me that they're still building these for the Chinese market. Look at this header for size. I could stand next to it for scale. It's this big. I don't want to get catched. Dare someone to do a combine challenge on that one. just got back from buying a tup, absolutely wonderful. He is a right little belter, and we went to see him specifically because we know the guy, Matt, that bred him, and he has a limp. Now, the limp is something from being a lamb, a bit of joint ill or something, absolutely not going to stop him whatsoever, but it just meant that we could buy a better bred tup for a more sensible price than going to tup sales. Now, we could probably get away with the tups that we do have, but this one's just to give a little bit of an extra hand, since we lost one of the Dutch spotted ones, much to Roy's joy, because he really doesn't like them. He thinks they're just an absolute fad. So yeah, win-win for them and win-win for us. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. As always, I appreciate every single one of you that watches the videos. I really do. And I'll see you next time.